Hey guys, it's Dave here with another short, rambly review of an older game. And this week we're talking about Batman Arkham Asylum. So, it's another game from 2008, much like my GTA 4 review, that I didn't play back in the day, more than a couple of minutes. And in this period of saving a bit of money, playing some older games, I decided to give Batman Arkham Asylum a go. So this is running on the Series S, and this is the Return to Arkham Xbox One ports. I think it has Auto HDR, but it doesn't have FPS boost. But I think it's 60. But it looks and runs pretty good. So the only Batman Arkham experience I really have prior to this is I've actually completed Arkham Knight. Weirdly, didn't play this one much. I didn't play Arkham City a whole lot. I played a little bit on Wii U. Didn't play Arkham Origins at all. Haven't played Blackgate. Haven't played Gotham Knights. Haven't played Suicide Squad. But I have played Arkham Knight. So it was really strange going back to this because this is a much simpler game. And it's much more self-contained. It's very Metroidvania. It's all set in Arkham Asylum. There's not too much traversal and movement really. So like Arkham Knight and Arkham City, from what I remember, are very like gliding through the city, and that's how you get around. That's how you do stuff. Whereas this is very much a self-contained Metroidvania, and I really like that. I think it's a kind of unique game, especially playing it in 2024. It's just like, it's very Metroidvania. It's like set rooms and stuff like this one. You can see in the footage, it's just as if it were a set room in, say, Metroid or Castlevania, and then you move on, you progress, you get more powers, you get more abilities, more gadgets, and then you can come back to different places and you get shortcuts and stuff. And I really like that. I think it's a fun, self-contained little adventure. It's also quite a short game. I think I beat this in about 5 hours. I got most things. I was pretty upgraded, and I had something like 40% of the Riddler stuff, which is a lot more simple in this one, and which is good because I remember the bits of Arkham City I've played. It was extreme and not fun, whereas this was pretty fun. What else is there to talk about Batman? Voice acting, really good. It's basically the cast of the Batman animated show from the 90s and early 2000s. So Kevin Conroy as Batman, Mark Hamill as Joker, that kind of stuff. I think Tara Strong as Harley Quinn, but I could be wrong there. But they all did a good job in this. Just unhinged from Mark Hamill, to be honest with you, is the best way to describe the Joker, who is a really good character in this. I suppose we can go into light spoilers. Boss fights are pretty fun. I think the Scarecrow one, the 3 Scarecrow encounters stand out. Really interesting, really creepy. The whole thing where the game glitches and starts you again, but you're the Joker is genius. Even though I kind of knew it was coming because I've seen it in top 10 moments videos and stuff, it still caught me a little bit off guard, and I was a little bit like, has my Xbox frozen? But really great storytelling. Keeps you engaged. I think the worst boss fight in the game is probably the last one with the Joker. He just is a Titan henchman. He's just basically Bane, and that was it was a bit anticlimactic really, because I think the rest of the game builds him up into much more of a threat, and then it's kind of bland. But other than that, boss fight's really good. I really enjoyed Killer Croc's one, even Poison Ivy's one, which is a very standard 2008 era boss fight, was good. As you can see from this footage, there's stealthy elements. And obviously you got the combat system for the first time, the simple attack, parry, bamboozle, I guess, with the B button, which is good. It's very simple in this because it's very much the first time it was implemented, and I think obviously the later games and stuff like Shadow of Mordor and Mad Max just do it better now, but at the time it was really good. I still think the game looks pretty good. It's a little bit aged in places, but its self-contained nature really helps. Just give it that unique sort of gothic creepiness that is Batman. But as for Series S, as far as I could tell, no glitches. Game ran perfectly. Really highly recommend that as a way to play the game. I did load it up on PS5 just for the sake of performance. Also runs and looks really good on PS5. So if you have any of the modern consoles or a decent-ish PC, I would recommend it. I know that some of the Batman ports aren't great on PC, but my understanding is that the Return to Arkham ones are relatively good. And yeah, I think it's definitely worth playing. If you haven't played any of the Arkham games, these are routinely on sale. I think I bought the Arkham collection for about £6 a couple of years ago. Hence why I had it to play. It's just one of those. I was like, oh, I've had this for years, so let's play it. So let's move on to my little end slate thing I have. So overall, I've given the visuals a 7, just because I think it looks a little bit grimy and dated in places, and some of the character models aren't great. But again, this is a 2008 game, so I'm probably being a little bit harsh. But I'm trying to review it for now. I think at the time I would have reviewed it a little bit higher, but there's a few graphical things I don't love that much. Audio, different story, really good. Voice acting, music's relatively good. The combat sounds are a little generic, and I think that's probably one of the things that annoyed me the most in the game. Is it's just kind of like stock punch and kick sounds, but again, it's a comic book game, so that's really more personal preference. I just didn't enjoy it a whole lot. It was fine. And gameplay 9 out of 10. I think it's not quite perfect. I think you're really, because I've played a later game, like some of the stealth stuff is just better in Arkham Knight. You have more options for takedowns, but I think in general, the Metroidvania style of the levels, the stealth combat and the main combat and the gadget combat is all good enough that I really enjoyed it. And I actually really enjoyed that it was a shorter game. Like I said, I really enjoyed that it was 5-6 hours long, because a lot of games aren't nowadays. Even Arkham Knight was, I feel like Arkham Knight was a 15-20 hour game, whereas this, self-contained, I did it in 3-4 days. I feel like if you're looking for a shorter game to play, like this holiday season, this Christmas, Thanksgiving or whatever, this is perfect for that. And I think it doesn't overstay its welcome. I think it really does a perfect job at its pacing. So overall, I've given this an 8 out of 10 in 2024, and I do really recommend it. It's something that I think everyone should at least give a go. But yeah, if you like this review and these short reviews I've been doing of older games, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will definitely do some more. I will eventually play something new, but old games are fun, right? But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.